And welcome back to Pure Nebraska. Wednesdays here on the program, we always like to welcome a volunteer from the farm women's group CommonGround to the studio.
CommonGround is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. And joining us now is a favorite of ours, Leslie Boswell, and she's from the Shickley area. How's it going?
It's going great. I am so thankful for this rain today. It's the first decent rain we've had, and our dryland was really starting to dry up. But maybe the corn's getting far enough that with this rain we might be able to shut off some of our irrigation.
Oh, wow. So that helps too.
I hope so. It's getting close to the end, so there might be one more round on some of it, but some of it's going to get shut off, and I'm very thankful for that.
Good.
Yeah, that's always nice.
We're talking about fairs. The state fair, wow, just a week away, is that right?
Just
Next
a little
week.
over a week. Yeah, opening
That's
day
crazy
next
already.
Friday.
So people will be showing cattle, hogs, and other animals. Why is this such a great tradition in our state?
Oh, I can get excited about the state fair, and I know I'm going to be telling my age a little bit, but this will be my 56th state fair.
Wow,
Really?
that you've been to?
Never missed.
But
Wow.
maybe you went as a baby. And
I did, because my family was showing, and I've got pictures of me when I was 2 in a little pink frilly dress walking along behind a pig.
Oh, I'd like to see that picture.
That's cool.
I'll get it for you
Yes,
sometime.
I'll put that on
That'd be nice.
Facebook.
I'll bring it in sometime.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
But showing animals at the state fair is such a good thing for kids, and 4-H is, I mean, the things that you learn in 4-H are just immeasurable as far as through your entire life, because they're learning responsibility, they're learning caring for animals, they're learning to participation, showmanship. There's so many things, it's hard to even describe it. But the kids, first of all, are learning how to care for their animals, which means that they're also learning responsibility. And it does take time. It takes a lot of time. For hogs, it takes most of the summer. For cattle, it can take another year. It takes a little longer, but there's sheep. My 2 granddaughters showed cattle and goats at the Gage County Fair, and they know that they need to work with the animals. They need to almost become a partnership. They need to learn their quirks, and they need to know how to work with that. But they're learning, it just, there's so many things that the kids can figure out from this. And then it also works with the livestock around the state. You're showing your animals, and other people can see what you've got. If they're looking to buy, if they're looking for a type of an animal, there's different body types that they can look for. The judges are kind of setting the precedent for that now. And there's things that you can learn as far as judging an animal for length, depth.
Right.
There's so many different characteristics for the animals that you can learn to judge. But that's all developing the mind of these kids to look at the bigger picture and then to look at the details. And so it's developing them in many different ways.
Well, and I think there is a bit of a disconnect, like you're saying, about where your food comes from.
Absolutely.
For kids, because I know when our daughter showed her hog her first year, I think she was, what was she, 9? She told all the kids in school that the pig is in the freezer.
Right.
And they freaked out thinking it was that live pig in the freezer, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So just for kids to understand the whole process.
They do learn that process, and sometimes it's a little hard for them to let go of their animals because they have spent time with them.
Yeah.
I mean, I've dealt with the tears on some, but they do understand that that hog will be pork chops and ham. And the cattle will be their steaks and their hamburger. They learn that that is where their food comes from. They need to go to that process to understand that our food is grown by the farmers, goes through the process, and that is what we eat. That's how we get our food.
Really good for the public too to go there and see the animals. Good for consumers as well to see how it all works.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, and you're sticking around, Leslie.
Yes, I am.
And you have a special guest here today.
I
Yeah,
do. I'm
all
so
right.
happy about that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, well, we'll look forward to meeting her coming up here. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.